Do I have your attention? 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 Do I have your attention?
Is you taking notes?
Hey, what up, y'all? It's your boy SimplyFoodByTy. Okay, so look, I know y'all are looking at the title and y'all are probably thinking, TY, what the hell did you do? Well, honey, look. Y'all have been begging me for story time, so I said, well, I might as well go on ahead and tell them about my life and tell them what in the world I have done in my past. So let's jump into this story time on how I got arrested. Okay, so picture it. Sicily, 19... Okay, I'm just kidding. Okay, so y'all. So when I was, I say probably, I had to have been maybe... I had to have been like 14 or 15 years old. I have no idea. I had to have been like 14 to 15 years old. So I was in my house, minding my own business, watching TV. I was upstairs, and no one else was home at the time. And so all of a sudden, I heard like a bunch of stuff going on downstairs, but I knew my mother wasn't home. I knew her boyfriend wasn't at home. I knew my little brother was still in school, or he was off somewhere. I don't know why I was in the house by myself, but I was. So I knew no one else was supposed to be in the house. So me hearing sounds downstairs was like, what exactly is going on here, you know? So I start walking downstairs. Now, mind you, back in the day, y'all, I wasn't someone to play with. Like, let's put it this way, I wasn't afraid of nothing, okay? So I start walking downstairs, and I hear all of this, like, stuff going on. And I'm thinking, now, I know damn well ain't nobody breaking in my damn house. So I said, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. I walked down the steps, and at this point, we were in a townhouse. And so when you walk down the steps, you have to walk through the kitchen. And then when you turn the corner, there's a huge living room. And we had a big screen TV in the living room at the time. Because, you know, back in like the early 2000s, honey, that was the thing to have in your house. Like one of those big ass, big screen televisions that looked like you were in the movie theater. So when I turned the corner, I could see a reflection of someone, yes, someone in the big screen TV. Because when those big screen TVs aren't off, it's almost like a mirror. Like you can see reflections and everything. And I'm thinking to myself, somebody is in my damn house. So I pick up a damn knife, and I can't remember exactly what I said, but I know I said something along the lines of, if you don't want today to be your last day, you better get out of my house. I'll leave out all the profanity, honey, because it definitely wasn't that clean. And the person got completely startled and bolted out of the back door. They had broken in our back glass door. And I said, you know what? I'm feeling light on my feet today. I'm going to chase that ass down because I want to know who was dumb enough and bold enough to break into my damn house. So here my fat ass go, probably had just finished eating a damn Twinkie or a ho-ho, running out the back door, chasing after what appears to be a twig running out my back door. The boy probably made maybe, he weighed probably, I say, about 120 pounds, you know. And here I am coming through like a whole Tonka truck trying to chase him down. But don't get it twisted, because a big bitch has always been light on his feet. And I think he underestimated me, because I got up on him and I got real close. But then I took that one hard turn too hard, and then I ran out of breath and I started wheezing. So I started slowing down, and then he picked up his speed and he left. Now let's push forward. A few days go by. I tell my mother, I tell everybody, you know, what happens. And I find out who the person was. Yes, I was in middle school. So I found out who the person was that had broken into our place. And I said, okay. So this person is someone that goes to a school that I go to. They know I don't play around. I said, okay, I'm going to get that ass. Now, all the children, get off this video, okay? This is your Uncle T.Y. telling you this video is not for you, okay? So I said, you know what? I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna get him. Because see, you try to break up into my house. So I'm gonna have to get your ass. So me being a stupid young teenager, I decided that I was going to put a butcher knife in my book bag, y'all. Lord T.Y. What? Now that I look back on this, I still to this day don't know what the hell I was thinking. Well, I knew what I was thinking, and I knew exactly what I was doing. I just don't know why I would choose that path. So I get on the school bus, and me being so damn stupid, I get on the bus, and I was bragging to people like, yup, I got a knife in my bag, and I know exactly who did it, and when I get to the school, he's going to be dealt with. When I get to the school, I know exactly what I'm going to do, because this person had long hair. I was going to chop that motherfucker's hair right off. Do you hear me? Chop it right off. I said, oh, Jesus. Okay. So I kept, that was my first mistake. I was already talking too much. So I got to school. I think I went through, I don't know, probably like first, second, third period, I think it was. And it was close to around the time when lunch period was supposed to start. And the principal, no, it wasn't the principal. Was it the principal? Yeah. The principal came to my classroom and was like, Tobias, can you come with us to the office? Now, mind you, the only reason why at that time I didn't put two and two together is because they used to call me, although I was a badass, I also was really sweet and nice as well. I knew who to be sweet and nice to. So they would always call me to the office to do like the announcements for them and read the announcements, or sometimes say the pledge of, what's it called? Oh my, the Pledge of Allegiance? Child, I don't forgot what, I might not even be saying that. Is it called the Pledge of Allegiance? I don't know what the hell it's called, honey. All I know is they would always call me to the office to do like little random fun things. So I'm thinking, okay, well, today ain't no different. Child, the principal came to the classroom, pulled me out, and was like, hey, can you come with me? And he was being real cool about it. See, he'd been trained well. He knew not to make a big scene about it just in case I decided to take off and run. So we get to my locker, and he was like, can you empty everything out of your locker? And I'm thinking, for some reason, it still had not hit me. And he was like, can you empty everything out of your locker? And I was like, sure, no problem. Like a dummy. So I put everything in my locker. It was like a few books, and I think it was like a soda or something. And I put it all in my book bag, and we start making our way to the principal's office. When we cut the corner to walk into the principal office, what was the first thing that I saw? The back of a shirt that said Calvert County Sheriff's Department. And I said, well, damn, I have been caught. Somebody then went and told or was talking too loud and heard of what my plans were for this person that broke into my house. And yes, if you are watching me right now, I still know exactly who you are, by the way. But anywho, just know you were really lucky that day. So I get in the office, and the police, the guy that was there, his name, I'll never forget, was Sergeant Titus. Everybody knew who Sergeant Titus was. Everybody loved Sergeant Titus. Now, Sergeant Titus was a nice man. He was a nice police officer, I will say. But he did not play games with no one. He was like one of those type of people that will always be like, why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you doing this dumb stuff? Just do better. You know, he would make you feel real bad about the decisions that you make so that you never do it again. But this time I could tell he was on a different type of mindset that day. And so they were like, Tobias, just stay here for a few seconds. Mind you, they still had not said a word to me about any of this, okay? So I go sit down. Sergeant Titus stands up. He doesn't look at me. He doesn't say anything. Him and the principal walk out of the office. The second they closed the door behind me, I immediately knew what was happening. And at that moment, I thought, bitch, you going to jail. You done messed up today. But in my mind, because I had not seen the person that I was going to get, I had not disrupted anything in the classes, I had not done anything that day, I thought, okay, well, maybe I'm going to get like a referral, I'm going to get ISS, or, suspended for like 2 or 3 days, something terrible. Baby, no, it was only the beginning. So I thought, okay, I need to do something. I need to get rid of this damn knife because it was in my book bag still. So I took the knife out of my book bag and I was like, you know what? Let me put it in my back pocket. Let me put it in my pants. Mind y'all, this is a big ass kitchen butcher knife. It ain't no damn where for me to hide it. I couldn't throw it in the trash. I couldn't throw it out the window. It was brick walls. There weren't no damn windows. There was nowhere I could hide the damn thing. Now, if I was real crafty back in the day, I probably would have put it inside of a book and then came back later to get it. But see, I wasn't that damn smart back then. Child, I really hope ain't no children watching this. So the principal comes back in, the sergeant comes back in, and he was like, Tobias, I think you already know why you're in here. And I need you to explain to us why you would do what you've done. And I'm thinking, oh, well, then maybe they're talking about something else. Because I have not done anything. But, see, that's when you stupid and you a kid, and you forget that the law is that even if you attempt to cause harm to someone, that can still get your ass locked up and put in jail. You know what I mean? Even if you ain't even done it. But the fact of the matter is, my stupid self is on a school bus being some little 13, 14-year-old kid talking about, oh yeah, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop and wop-de-wop-de-wop. You can't be doing that. So the sergeant looks at me and he says, Tobias, now you know I know your grandfather. And you know I know your father. But most of all, your mother is going to kill you. Now, mind you, y'all, I'm trying to think of how I can say this the nicest way possible. Things have changed in life. Also, my father is now deceased, so I can't really speak too much on that. But my mom, we changed. And let's just say back in the day, if I did something I have no business doing it, she would make damn sure that I would know never to do it again. And I'm going to just leave it at that because I'm not trying to bring up no old damn past drama. I'm just going to leave it at that, okay? But even the sergeant knew that my mother wasn't, she wasn't wrapped too tight back then, child. So I said, okay, I'm thinking to myself, I think I was in such a state of shock. I was in such a state of shock that I got caught. And I was filled with so much rage because of what that person had done. And I explained it to them. I told them, I said, you know what? I'm not even going to sit here and lie to you. I know exactly why I did what I did. This person broke into my house. They were trying to rob my house. Had there been an infant or a child in the house, they could have caused harm to this person. And I wanted to be sure that that person could never do that again. Now, mind you, I wasn't going there to kill nobody and do nothing stupid like that now. I was just going to go chop that boy's full-blown ponytail off. White boy, yes. Remember, I know who you are. But he had really, really long hair. And he always had his hair in a ponytail. And I was going to walk up behind him and chop that damn ponytail clean straight off. Mind you all, my mind and my sanity is a little bit better now. And so, after explaining everything, clearly they didn't care because they thought, well, clearly, Tobias, you have lost touch of reality. And that is not how you handle things. They put them damn handcuffs on my ass. They walked me through the hallway, and I'll never forget. Before I walked out of the school, the principal said, just so you know, you have been officially expelled. I said, what? I'm thinking, whoa. Wait. I've been expelled. Now, there's a difference between, ISS, which is in school suspension, or, like detention, or, like stupid stuff like that. Now, mind you, once again, I will say, I knew when to be smart, nice, funny, cute, the singer Tobias while I was in school, and then I knew how to be my crazy ass self outside of the school. So for this to happen inside of the school, everyone was completely shocked. Because I never gave off the image that I was that type of person. Because I'm not stupid. And I also did go to school so that I could learn something, so that I could get out of Calvert County. I knew that that was the only way that was going to happen, is if I got a good education. So it was a bit odd for this to happen while I was in school, because none of them would have expected this from me. So when he said I was expelled, I knew that the stakes of the drama between me and my mom was going to go from, I say already at a 10, to about 10,000. Because what that means is, folks, I was not allowed to even step foot back on the school premises once I left, ever again. That means I was not allowed to attend that school ever again, which means my mom would then have to take off work. She would have to do all of this stuff to find another school for me to get in, which is almost impossible, because if you think about it, when you're that young, you have to get on a school bus. My mother was not ever driving me to school or picking me up from school, ever. That just wasn't the case. Now, I will say, me and my mother did not get along when I was growing up, but she did have about 4 or 5 damn jobs. So I understood it. And also what made this kind of worse is that my mom worked in the school system. So now I can kind of see why she was kind of really, really mad, because she was like, so you just going to embarrass me like this? But that's a different day. We'll get into the aftermath another day. So, honey, they took me down the hallway, put me in the back of the cop car, and he drove me to the station. And all I remember is them handcuffing me to the bench and was like, sit here and wait. And I'm thinking, well, where the hell else am I going to go? And then I hear my mother. I promise you, I felt like I could actually hear her from the parking lot. When I tell y'all, she was cussing me out. She hadn't even seen me yet, y'all. She hadn't even made it in the building, and I could hear her from outside asking where the blah, 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 whoop, 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 where is he, blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking, oh, my God, here we go. Here we go. So, yeah, that's the story, y'all, on, what I did to get arrested the first time. Look, thank you guys so much for tuning into today's crazy-ass video. Y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, I have so many more story times to share with y'all so that y'all can actually see where I used to be in life compared to where I am now, and why all of the crazy experiences that I've had in my life have made me to the person that I am today. And that's the reason why I always say, never have any regrets. You live, you learn, it makes you a better person if you choose to take that route. Look, if you are new to my channel, welcome to SimplyFoodByTy. I hope y'all have enjoyed this first storytime video. And if you're one of my returning babies, y'all know I love y'all so much. And as always, y'all stay cute and take care. Bye, y'all. Stay safe. And kids, stay out of trouble.
Simply Food by TY.